Hello, hello, this is Nuzcraft, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World, where today we are going to continue on our story mission by heading out to the Great Ravine. So we're going to talk to the handler here. Come on, Pard, let's head out on an expedition into the Great Ravine. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. And so we don't have any quests to do, but we do want to do an expedition, which means that we're going to end up coming to the gate and selecting our expedition. Before we go, we do have a couple small equipment changes. Let's come here to equipment info. First of all, our charge blade is the Rathian charge blade. So it does some poison and it has an impact file. This is definitely like the best charge blade that we can get right now. And we upgraded our Rathian helm. We upgraded our helm from the bone helm to the Rathian helm, which still has health boost on it, but is going to end up giving us a little bit better defense. I was going to do the Rathian greaves, but I used my plate to craft the sword, and I didn't feel like fighting a whole bunch more Rathian just to get a plate so that I can make the greaves. So there we are. Now let's go out to the Great Ravine.
Great! We made it!
We made it.
Let's start by finding a way forward.
We can do that. So the idea here is that this big old, fissure that we're going to follow was created by Zora Magdaros, and it's going to let us go through the Great Ravine, which we weren't able to do before.
We head this way.
Tickle my toadstools. Can you believe the size of this fissure? Astounding. And we get to see a hunter with insect glaive, which I don't think we get to see very often. But maybe I'm just not paying attention. I think we see the Gentle Fourth in camp quite a bit.
Zora Magdaros went straight through. We didn't even slow it down.
Yeah, if it can break through rocks like this, what made you think our little walls would stop it? Also, isn't it nice that we have this smooth pathway to follow?
Look at this massive fissure it made. This is the power of an elder dragon.
We're gonna talk to these guys because they're fun.
No way!
Look at the size of this fissure. I've never felt so small. Scary stuff, huh? Serious handler. It's pretty cool. What are we waiting for? All kinds of juicy quests must be waiting on the far side of this ravine. This handler needs her fix. You guys are awesome. Let's keep going. It's a hole with nothing in it. This is a place that you can only come this one time, and I don't remember really exploring it last time I was here, so I don't think there's anything else to do besides follow the path, but
We gotta be careful not to fall here.
yeah, it's this kind of precipitous.
Think we're getting close?
So now we kind of leave the big fissure. We come off into this side fissure. What's all this stuff in the air? It looks like feathers to me.
Oh.
Ah yes, the Coral Highlands. This is a really cool map, and it's super different from the two maps we've already seen.
Race you down there.
all that coral. It's like kind of like coral growing. I mean, I guess it is coral. It's called the Coral Highlands, but it's all growing in the air
Come on,
as opposed to
this
underwater.
way.
Our handler is in danger. We need to save them. And we don't. Now we get to meet a new person in our journey. And now we get to come to a whole new place, the research base. I don't remember what that woman's name is, the one who found us. I think they'll tell us here pretty soon, but I don't remember.
You awake? I don't know where we are.
You didn't see that cutscene? We're at the research base. It's pretty cool. Purple place. We're gonna talk to this person, the Third Fleet Master. Oh, hello. You're awake. Do you remember your fall? A friend of ours found you napping in the Vale and carried you here. But more to the point, congratulations. You found the Third Fleet. I'm their leader, to the extent that still means something. And this is our research base. Our fleet consists entirely of scholars. Which fleet are you with? And how did you get here? What happened in the Great Ravine? Did we tell our story? I see. So this Zora Magdaros was the latest Elder Dragon to make the crossing, and it breached the Great Ravine when you tried to capture it? Well, I suppose after all this time we might finally get to do what we came here for. I must say that I'm stimulated. Well then, let's not waste any time. We need to pick up Zora Magdaros' trail. An expedition into the Coral Highlands might be fruitful, wouldn't you agree? For obvious reasons, that is what we call the surrounding area. A nice, thorough expedition should reveal the Highland secrets. It's a good idea, is it not? I know it's a good idea. I came up with it. Now go, quickly.
Doing a careful expedition into the Coral Highlands sounds like a good idea to me.
Well, we can do that. Alrighty, so this is the Third Fleet, which was the fleet that was lost going across the Great Ravine, that the airship master keeps like mumbling about. We found them, and they're here in this research base. So we're going to use this as like a pseudo base of operations as we go out into the Coral Highlands and the following area called the Rotten Vale.
Hey there.
Hey there, would you mind taking this? It's a charm. It's the subject of all my research. I believe it may improve one of your equipment skills, or even give you a new one. Go on, give it a try. Since being stranded in the Coral Highlands, I've been studying the first Wyverian's melding techniques. It's been a long, arduous process, but at long last I've managed to produce this one charm. I've been waiting for ages for a hunter to come along and try it out in the field. Give it lots of love for me, okay? We got a defense charm 1. Charms are kind of like a piece of gear, but they don't give us any defense. They just give us armor skills. And we actually have one on already, the Fair Wind charm. which comes from the ooh, I want to say it's a deluxe kit. I think it's from the deluxe kit. Let's see, I don't think there's anyone else for us to talk to in here right away. This base has a lot of the kind of stuff that you get in regular Astera, but not quite everything. Like here's like your home, where you can do your item box stuff. I don't think your housekeeper is here, but they might be. Maybe your housekeeper ends up coming down here at some point. I don't really remember. But the place looks pretty cool. It's all covered with books and stuff. It's very researchy. We'll end up talking to some of these people later. For now, let's go on that expedition into the Coral Highlands. We'll get to see what we can see.
Oh yeah.
Seems a monster known as CCaku inhabits these parts. Want to take a look?
Nothing can stop us.
While we're at it, let's look for a good campsite. So we can see here, that is the research base. So it's like a ship kind of crashed and turned on its side. So that's pretty cool. We can technically drop down this way if we really want to, but we're just going to go the good old-fashioned forward way and see what we can find. We've got some kelby and some fun things around here. I definitely want to look for mining spots while we can find them. Here's some fish. Some endemic life. I like these little wigglers that they pop out of the ground. Let's go ahead and grab this. Tracks. It says there's more footprints around. Maybe they're back up this way. Latchberry. Footprints. 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 We've got some bones in here. We definitely want to grab some bones because they can give us these coral bones used for crafting a bunch of stuff. It's like a weird pause. These animals called Sheamus, and they're pretty similar to the Jagras that we had in the other map, the Ancient Forest. We need their scales and hides for a few. We need their scales and hides for a few things as we go. So it's kind of nice to grab them as we go, as opposed to having to come back and look for them. Here we go, cutscene. And there's our CCaku. Big blue boy. Kind of like a raptor. its mechanic is the flash, which will do in like a cone in front of it to try and stun its opponent. So, CCaku. We carve this. Raffinos, yeah. So we don't have to hunt the CCaku. And we probably won't. Well, we might as well hunt it. Let's make this video a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hunt the CCaku. Looks like we didn't go the right way. Needed to go up this way. And we're running out of stamina. We can take these rations. To increase our stamina, grab these bones along the way. And then we'll see what we can do about taking out the CCaku. Bonk him into a wall. Right off the bat. We really want to break that head if we can. Nope. For some reason, I didn't think that was going to hit me. Get out of the way of that. There we go. Latch onto the head. Do our weakening attack. Perfect. Got some red pits right here, which is pretty good. We've got them poisoned. Oops. And I need to heal. Oh, it's Grumpy. Oops. Completely missed that. Might be able to get a mounting attack off though. Let's go ahead and weaken this up again. Nope. It's Grumpy. Let's take another potion. Oh, that was close. See if we can get it over this way. There we go. Well, that didn't work. I didn't realize I could do a jump that I would need to brace for. Most attacks you can just like move to a different spot. But apparently for this one you need to actually brace for one of them. Axe. There we go. Right, I think we broke the head. See how they're all limpy? Dang it. Grab another potion. See if it'll hit this wall. Might be too far. Nope, we're good. There we go. I know that I'm yellow sharp, but I just don't care. Alright, so we went into our shredder mode there at the end, which was pretty darn cool. That'll go ahead and cool down. It is Scully, which means it's gonna die here pretty soon. We just sharpened up to green, which is good. Our shredder thing is gonna slowly deplete our files. So that's a thing that we gotta kind of deal with. We might wait for it to go and then we refill up on these Sheamus. Oh, I guess it just comes with us. That's a mistake. That was a mistake. So now it's running away again. All right. Go ahead and grab some Sheamus stuff. Sharp claws are good. I remember needing them for quite a few things. The Sheamus scales. I just really remember, and it might have been in high rank and not low rank, but just having some things where I just needed to go out and hunt Sheamus. And that kind of just feels bad. You don't really want to have to do that. Okay. Alright, so as we come up here, we still need to go higher. We are probably going to find a sleepy Sheamus, or not a sleepy Sheamus, a sleepy CCaku. I'm going to grab this pearl oyster as an account item, and then we are going to... Our red shield is flashing, so we want to get this off before it goes away. Here we go. And CCaku is slayed. Kind of a fun fight. The flashing mechanic is much cooler when there's multiple monsters around. You see it a lot with Legiana and Paolumu. It's especially effective on Paolumu. But CC will like be trying to flash you and will end up flashing Paolumu out of the sky. And so that is kind of fun. I thought there was another oyster over here, as opposed to just the one oyster that we picked up right here. But I might be wrong. These flash bugs are good though. Yeah. We don't really come around here very often, so that's okay. And now we need to go find that campsite. which, lucky for me, I kind of already know where it is. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm not sure how you're supposed to find it if you don't already know where it is. Like, I know that I did it once. So obviously you can, and you have to. I don't know how it tells you. So in terms of mining, we get this coral crystal, which we definitely use to craft some gear and stuff. I thought there was another mining point over this direction, but it looks like I was incorrect. And so now we want to go up this way to the slide. And I should probably use that grapple bug, but I always forget that it exists. I went ahead and marked the good places that might make campsites. Oh, well, thank you. There's some gashes and footprints. Those come from a Legiana. We can look in the sky and see these cool bug-looking things. I don't remember what they're called, but they're huge. And also, this answered my question about how we're supposed to find the camps. Eventually, she just tells you after you wander around enough. Oh yeah, so this is called the slide, and there's Legiana, because it's all sloped.
That's the monster we ran into earlier. Must be the big boss around these parts.
The slope makes it really easy to slide and get jump attacks. That's pretty cool. And here we go.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos. Sounds like the research base has a new guest. Want to go back and check in? And maybe grab something to eat?
Yes, we can leave the expedition handler. And yeah, so this is the base. We'll be here a lot. This base is super useful for making sure we're closer to the top of the Coral Highlands. So now we can return from expedition. We'll go see who's at the research base. And then we will end the episode. So breaking the head, we got a CCaku photophore. Hunting CCaku got us a hide, as well as a dash extract and a monster bone L. Not great rewards from hunting the CCaku. Hopefully it doesn't ask us to hunt another one right away for the story. Because I really don't want to have 2 episodes where we hunt the same monster in a row. Oh, field team leader's here. Third Fleet Master. I see that you've returned empty-handed. A shame. Don't make me feel bad about it. Anyway, you have a visitor.
Yo.
Well, look who it is. My 2 favorite hard workers. The Third Fleet Master here tells me you went out on an expedition in the Coral Highlands, searching for Zora Magdaros clues. She also tells me that there's a rotten veil way, way down beneath us, which gave me an idea. If we want to be able to access the veil, we'll need a means to get down there. So I propose we resurrect the wrecked base. As in, rigging it with balloons to reconvert it into an airship. And the leader here is all for it. Oh yes, rig to your heart's content. From the air, we'll be able to survey the Rotten Vale unimpeded, and hopefully that's where we'll be able to pick up Zora's trail. The airship engineer said he'll take care of the airship construction. All we need to do is deliver the goods. According to the scholars, materials from a monster called the Paolumu are just the ticket. If you take care of the Paolumu hunt, that'll free me up to go look for secondary materials. Deal?
Oops.
Oh, and here, the old man said to give this to you. It's a specialized tool made using materials from the local monsters. They had a handful of biosamples kicking around in Astera, so they decided to put them to use. The old man said it hopes the new gear will help you out in the field. You'll put it to good use, I'm sure.
Want to get going?
Let's get to it. Good luck. And
All of this is amazing.
they gave us the glider mantle. We get a bounty complete. We can now visit the smithy and the resource center, which are here. And here's the airship engineer. He's back over here, so he left his post in Astera to come here. This is the resource center. Oi, what do you want? Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were that loudmouth smithy vendor kid coming up here to annoy me again. Anyway, welcome to the finest resource center around here. Well, I guess it's the only resource center around here. But none of that matters. Let's get to business, eh? Care to have a look? This guy's kind of fun. So if we're in the research base, we can come to this dude to take bounties and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. This is provisions. This is where we can buy stuff, which I don't really need to do right now. And then this is a smithy vendor.
What's up?
What's up? I came over as hired muscle to watch the field team leader 6. But these days I'm a runner for the smithy. I heard it was just big brain types out here. This place isn't really kitted out for crafting, especially the whole fire part. So they got me running orders back to the smithy in Astera. You need anything? I'll grab it for you. Seriously, whatever you want, just hit me up. So this is a smithy. We use it just like the smithy, even though he doesn't actually have a smithy. Let's see. We can't craft anything else. But from an armor perspective, we can now get some of the diver equipment, which I've kind of glossed over before. It takes Summer Twilight tickets, which come from the Sizzling Summerfest, which is going on right now in Monster Hunter World. Yeah, it's just more gear that you can get. Sheamus has goggles that give Detector 1, which marks rare sites on the wildlife map, and then CC itself is kind of a cool set. It looks pretty good. It'll give you blindsider. Increases the range of flash pods. Constitution, stun resistance. So Constitution reduces fixed stamina depletion. Wide range will let your item effects like potions heal nearby allies. And sleep resistance, which actually doesn't seem very useful at all. It's kind of cool goggles. So yep, nothing much for us to do now. We can now craft charms if we want one. These are charms that can be upgraded. So things like an attack boost charm can be really good. Grabbing charms for the different elemental attack bonuses can be okay. Yep, there's basically charms for a whole bunch of different skills, and like I said, it'll give you the skill boost without giving you the without giving you any defense. Some of these take rare materials to make, like Rathian plates, and some of them are just pretty simple. Usually the better the skill, the more expensive it is to make. I don't know how well balanced they are, but it's just kind of how it goes. And that's it. I think that's everything. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. This was Nuzcraft. Next time, I think we're going to hunt that Palumu. I don't think we have anything better to do, so we're just going to take down the Palumu. And yeah, it should be a fun time. Get out into the Coral Highlands some more. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.